Hello. So today I want to talk about updates. Valve really needs to release certain updates for certain things in CSGO, and today I want to talk about those top 5 things. A lot of you guys who actually play CSGO know that hackers, hitboxes, matchmaking, all of these things are a major problem, and while Valve recently has been choosing to update CSGO, they have been choosing not to update what a lot of players really want to have fixed. It's turning a lot of people away from the game, even if they just started or just came back. So today we're going to go through the top 5 things Valve really needs to fix with CSGO, and yeah, let's get right into it. Now, these numbers are in no particular order, but I'm gonna go ahead and use them anyways because it makes it easier for me. So, number 5, a lot of people are really just getting bored with overall CSGO. It's the same game modes, same thing for years now. Since Operation Hydra, no new game modes were released into the game, and I know a lot of people, including myself, want to see some new game modes released into CSGO. If Valve was to create a couple new, even if it was just 1 or 2, new unique game modes and put them into CSGO different from any other game, I think that would be super cool, and not only would it get a lot more people playing, it would be some nice content for us YouTubers. Like I said, the last time CSGO added new game modes into the game was back when Operation Hydra was released back in mid-2016 going into 2017. So if Valve adds in some new game modes, I think that would be pretty nice. Now, going on to number 4, hitboxes. CSGO hitboxes are just so bad. If you don't know what I'm talking about when I say hitboxes, the hitbox is basically the space around your crosshair. I know myself, and I'm sure many other people have had the same problem where you will be standing still in CSGO, you will be on someone's head, whether it doesn't matter what weapon it is with an AK for example, you'll be standing still, your crosshair will be perfectly on that person's head, you will shoot, and it just will miss. It'll go right, it's like the bullet disappears into thin air. And I know myself, it really pisses me off because it determines whether you win or lose a game sometimes. Not only just with AKs, it can be with any weapon in the game, especially the one-shot kill weapons. I've had countless times where I will be crouching with an op, I'll be right in the middle of a character's body, standing still, and shoot, and the bullet just misses. A lot of the times it just disappears, it seems like, because I don't even know where it goes, especially in a slow motion replay. It doesn't hit behind them, it doesn't hit right next to them, it just disappears. And I really don't understand why Valve is letting this go. So many people are having this problem. I was watching a major the other day, and even one of the announcers started talking about how broken hitboxes are. So I don't really understand why this is still an ongoing problem. Now, a lot of people could just say, oh, well, your aim is not good enough. But I have gone back, especially in videos that I've recorded, and I've played that clip back frame by frame by frame. I remember one specific time I played a clip back frame by frame by frame. I had shot my op at a player when I was crouched in pit on Dust 2, and it just missed. I was dead on him, and I was like, okay, maybe my aim was off. I go back, I play the replay, it was directly on him. The crosshair was clear, not blurry. If you don't know, blurry means you're moving in some way. My crosshair was not blurry, directly on him, and the shot just missed. So I can comfortably say crosshairs and hitboxes are definitely a bit broken right now. Now, I do know part of the reason why some of these hitboxes are so bad is because when you're playing on CSGO servers, you're playing on only a 64 tick server. That's a lot slower than 128, which you might be playing on Faceit or on some other private server. Now, the talk about CSGO upgrading their servers to 128 tick has been going on for a really long time. And yet again, I know by now Valve has definitely heard this, but they're just choosing not to. And maybe there's something that we don't know where it'd be very hard to do this, but from what I understand, they're just choosing not to. And it's very annoying in the fact that people want it, and not only do people want it, but it would fix so many problems that people are having, including the hitboxes. It would fix a decent amount of the time why your shots don't hit, basically. And it would be awesome if they could fix this. Moving on to number 3 would be comp rule updates, competitive rule updates. The biggest problem I have right now with competitive matchmaking is when someone leaves in the middle of your game, you just have a bot for the rest of the game. Take Overwatch, for example, though. If you are playing a competitive match in Overwatch, and someone leaves, that game either will find a replacement player or the game will just end. And I think if CSGO was the same way, not only would the ranking go more fairly, it would be more fun to play. I'm sure everyone's had that time where someone just leaves right at the beginning of a match and it's a 4v5 the entire game. It's the most annoying thing. And while sometimes you'll win one, most of the time you lose them, and it's just the most annoying and aggravating thing. So if Valve fixed this, it would make the game so much more fun to play, but it would also be so much more fair, and I even think would affect rankings a little bit, make rankings slightly more fair. Now going down to number 2 would be more advanced hacker detection. Now I know CSGO and Valve have been trying to find hackers for the longest time, first introducing Prime and then making CSGO CSGO free to play and you have to buy Prime and they'll inspect your account and all this stuff. And even with Overwatch, there's still so many hackers, whether they're blatant or not, in CSGO. And I know I made 2 videos recently called the non-Prime experience, showcasing what it is currently like without Prime, both in casual and some of the mini games, but also in competitive. And while I did not encounter a single hacker, you will still find, even in Prime, someone who are hacking just a slight bit to the point where they have a slight aim advantage, or even worse, they're walling and having a slight advantage of where players are and predicting where players are. And while you don't see this super often, it definitely is out there. I've encountered it many times before, and if Valve was to finally find a way to be able to remove these players, or at least make them stuck in non-Prime, it would be so much nicer and again, so much more fun to play a fair game of competitive. Going on to number 1, the last update I think we need would be a major player matchmaking update. CSGO comp, the ranks are so unfair right now, especially in Silver and in Nova, that it's just unbelievable. It makes the game absolutely painful to play, and this is why so many people have been leaving CSGO if they haven't left already. Myself, playing in high Silver and low Nova a lot of the time, it is so painful getting paired up with a team that feels like they're absolute noobs playing against a way higher rank, pros if you want to call them. It's just an easy 0 to 16 game for that other team, and it's unbelievable that Valve lets this happen. And I know there's ways around this, like playing Faceit servers, but you have to pay for Faceit, and a lot of us who don't have money or who aren't making money, even me, I'm not making any money off of YouTube right now. I don't have any money to pay for that, and while I enjoy CSGO, and I've just said, fuck it, I'll play CSGO competitive servers and just hope I get a fair team. You most of the time still don't get a fair team. I can tell you just specifically from the time I was making this video, the weekend before this video, I played 5 or 6 games of comp in a row, all unfair teams. I didn't win a single game that weekend, and I'm not saying I'm the best player out there. I'm gonna just say I'm an average player. Me being an average player, getting top 3, 2, or 1 on the team still is not enough to even come anywhere close to helping win that game. Again, it makes the game so unfair. It makes the game just annoying to play. It's not fun. If I could pick one thing, I would really want Valve to change this the most. That would be the most awesome thing they could change. But anyway, guys, these are the 5 things I think if Valve fixed would make CSGO such an awesome game, so much better than it's been lately, and it would just be so much more fun to play. And I'm sure it would even keep players playing the game for longer, not playing it for a little bit, uninstalling, and never coming back again. But if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and also, if you guys watched the video all the way through, say something in the comments, because I do really appreciate those of you who do. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.